protected. What if I say I'm not like the others? What if I say I'm not just another one in your place? You're the pretender. What if I say that I'll never surrender? What if I say I'm not like the others? What if I say I'm not just another one in your place? You're the pretender. What if I say I will never surrender?
Hello, good evening, and welcome to SWE Uprising Web Show, episode 8. We are live here on Facebook from the Showcases Street building, which is where the SW Training School is based. It's me, John Young, joined as always by the General Manager, Gru. Gru, how are you this week?
I'm just fan-dabby-dozy.
Good to see you.
Of course it's good to see you. You mean it's good to see me?
So, here we are. We've no more matches from Homecoming to show you, so all we can do now is talk about Hellbound.
Put the Grew FC fight back on. They'd love to see that again.
Nope. That actually got the lowest rating of the week. No, of the month.
What?
I'm kidding. It probably got the highest rating, to be honest with you. That's only because we got to see Braveheart beat the absolute snot out of you. But
by the way, can we take a minute? These shirts. Hello. One of a kind. And
for good reason.
I just thought we're nearly there, so I thought I'd pull this whole thing out again. Since I'm undefeated, not only undefeated in general, but undefeated at Hell for Liker.
Will you be serious?
I am being serious. I'm undefeated. Anyway, what have we got this week?
Well, since we're live, pal, we'll talk about... Well, in fact, you know what? Yep, we've got a recap video lined up now showing you everything that happened at Uprising Homecoming. Let's have a look. Well, got a shed load of talking points there. Where do we start? Let's see. Shall we talk about the Group FC?
Let's.
Well,
What would you like to ask? What would you like to start with?
I know if we could keep it brief, I know there's probably not much left to say that we haven't already covered. But it's been a few weeks now since the match. How's your body feeling? Because let's be honest here, you were bruised. You had a big ass bruise on your arm.
It was a hard fought match, a hard fought victory, as I stated before. But I've been back in the gym. Yes, I do go to the gym. I've been back at Kansan, but I've been going to Sensei Dan's classes. And let's just say I'm ready for the big tag match this Saturday, and I get some vengeance.
Yeah, well, if I were you, I would be avoiding Sensei Roy as well.
Well, hey, look, he needs to avoid me. And let's just say Sensei Dan knows Sensei Roy better than anyone else, and he's been giving me tips on how to take Sensei Roy out in the match, just if it happens. And I've been giving Sensei Dan tips on Braveheart should, because it's going to happen, him and Braveheart get in the ring.
And going to happen, it certainly is. This Saturday at Hellbound, it will be an MMA-style tag team match with your man here teaming with Sensei Dan to take on Braveheart and Sensei Roy. What exactly is an MMA-style tag team match? What are the rules?
Well, the rules are simple. You can be disqualified, you can be counted out, but obviously you can use karate maneuvers. Braveheart can go back to his wrestling repertoire. But can we just take the time to appreciate, for one thing, and I am going to mention another company outside the SWE, and the reason being is this. In the, late 90s, we've seen Vince McMahon, WF, come in with the likes of Ken Shamrock, Dan the Beast 7, Brock Lesnar just now, Batista has been... Rousey, I was getting to that. Batista, who has dabbled in MMA, okay, but this is
Bobby Lashley as well.
Bobby Lashley. This is the first time in Europe, in Britain, in Scotland, that wrestling has crossed over with MMA, and vice versa. So we did a first last month, we're doing a first again. A MMA style tag team wrestling match. Kansan Karate, give you a little background, has been around since 2009. Both Roy and Dan founded Kansan together. When they were getting their place in Showcase the Street, they actually travelled from Dundee to Slovenia, I believe it was, by car. From Dundee to Slovenia by car, a 3-day road trip. Okay? 4 days coming back because they stopped off in Italy and had a little look around. So these guys are well travelled. These guys are well competitive, very competitive indeed. So I don't expect Roy to be easy on me, and so Braveheart don't expect Dan to be easy on you.
Well, I know that a few of the SW fans were very, very surprised, pleasantly surprised at the Group FC match, and as such, there's now a fair bit of anticipation for this tag team match. So here's hoping it delivers, eh?
And I'm already looking for my next challenger for Group FC 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this you looking beyond Hell for Lycra?
Of course I'm looking beyond Hell for Lycra. I'm still going to be here.
Well,
But don't forget, we do have one more stop, August 4th, Aberdour. If anybody from Dundee would like to make the trip to Aberdour. It's 2 shows, one in the afternoon and one in the evening. The one in the evening is just for the mums and dads only. The one in the afternoon is family.
well, it's not just for mums and dads, you know. If you're over 18, you know.
Oh,
we're not
yeah,
gonna
yeah, if you're
discriminate.
over
You got
18.
kids, you got kids. No, we don't care if you've got kids.
Yeah.
Come to the show.
Yeah.
If you're in the Aberdour area, or if you want to make the trip to Aberdour, the hotel's fantastic. It's out in the courtyard at the hotel.
Yeah.
Like Guru says, the afternoon we're doing a matinee show, family friendly, and then in the evening we're doing an over 18 show, much like the old 2 for PG shows, and indeed like the upcoming Barely Legal show. But we'll talk about that at a later date.
And let me just say, the Aberdour show, I'm going to be bringing my MMA gloves just in case.
Oh well, there we have that. So moving on, the World Heavyweight title, the SWE Championship.
It's a talking point right now.
Certainly is.
If it's not me, it's the world title.
Jackal, who's been full of noise, particularly about the world title recently, has got what he wanted. He smashed through Darren Blair at Homecoming, let's be honest. He made him tap out. I was so surprised a man like Darren Blair would tap out, but, if the knee injury is as severe as it seems, then, who can blame the guy? But as a result, the Jackal, now the number one contender for the SWE title. However, on that note, as our fans would have saw yesterday, on the SWE Facebook page, Zach Leon has been hot on your tail. I personally, I think you've been ducking him to avoid an awkward conversation. However, he did catch up with you yesterday, late into the evening. So, do you want to have a look at that?
Yeah, roll.
Of course you do. Let's have a look at it.
What's up, rock stars? I'm back here at the training facility where I know Gru trains for Kansan, and I know where we're training for our wrestling, so he's going to be here somewhere. I've seen his bag in the back, he's not by the ring, so he must be there. Let's go find him. Come on, guys. We need to have a word. Can we
Sitting here and, chatting away.
Well, can we go have a talk in private, please? You know I've been trying to reach you.
Excuse me. This better be important.
You know fine well it's important. That's why I've been calling you all this time.
Actually, you know what? Make an appointment.
Make it.
Yeah, because I am absolutely stacked right now, Zach. Okay, we've got Hellbound coming up.
Now,
I've got a
listen.
Remove your
Now.
hand from my shoulder, please.
Right. Look.
Thank you.
You know that's not like me, okay? This is getting to me so much. Not you. I've been trying like hell to get hold of you. Okay? Now I need you to just listen for just a minute, okay? This is about what happened at last Uprising, where Jackal couldn't help but interject himself into my championship match, my number one contendership, okay? Now, I'm not going to ask you to take his away and give me his spot. No, I have worked for everything I got, and I'm going to work for this. Gru,
What did I just tell you?
well, pay attention, please.
You get a free suit if you join, and license and insurance.
Right, just let me see that for a second. I'll read it over in a minute, okay? Let's just put this aside just now. I will give you a ring
there's
back.
more over there.
Gru, enough, okay? I have worked my ass off to get where I am. I could be this company's biggest breakout star, and people would stop trying to interject themselves in what's going on in my career, okay? I'm not asking for a lot here. You know fine well I deserve to have a real opportunity at the SWE's Heavyweight Championship. I'm not going to ask you to change anything. I'm just going to ask you to add one thing. Add me to the match between Felix Fortune and the Jackal at Hellbound. That's all I'm asking.
You do know you're opening a can of worms if I just add you. The whole roster's going to want to be added to main event spots, paid rises, championship matches.
Do you want my honest opinion? I really don't give a damn right now. I have worked my ass off to where I've gotten, and I'm going to work hard.
I tell you what. If you promise to get off my back, leave me alone, yeah? Then Hellbound this Saturday, Felix Fortune defends the SWE World Heavyweight Championship versus the Jackal versus the Man of Glam, Zach Leon.
That's all I'm asking.
Are you happy?
Yes, I'm happy.
Can I
Thank you.
get my little sheet back?
Absolutely, you can have your Kansan sheet back.
Right, can I go about my business?
Yes, finally. I won't be calling or texting or emailing anymore.
Good luck to you.
Hellbound, 20th of July. I'm getting my shot.
So there you go, he found me. Finally, he's learning. Okay. I was at Kansan, and first of all, if I tell you to take your hand off my shoulder, I expect you to do it, not put your hand on my shoulder again. Also, you get a free suit, free insurance, and a license when you join Kansan Karate.
Riveting, fascinating stuff. Really, really happy you've shared that.
And he got what he wanted.
You did get what you wanted, so it's now a triple threat.
Triple threat match for the SWE World Heavyweight Championship. The Jackal versus Zach Leon versus the champion Felix Fortune, and another bombshell. Should Felix Fortune lose the SWE World Heavyweight Championship, he has a rematch clause. Should the Jackal fail in getting this opportunity, no more opportunities.
So it's a one-time thing.
One-time thing. Should Zach Leon fail in this opportunity,
Back of the line.
back of the line. We look at the next contender, and that's the way it goes.
Okay, well.
If the Jackal and Leon are as good as they say they are, then they don't need a second or a third chance. They only need one. So,
and the thing about triple threat matches as well is no disqualification in these types of matches, so it's not like an outside party can spoil the outcome.
but if they do, Leon doesn't have a leg to stand on, right?
Well, that's your call. You've made that ruling.
Yeah.
So there we have it. Zach Leon.
I just like to hear someone else say it. That's all.
Well, that is, I believe, the ruling. Anyway, regardless of the outcome, if he loses, there's no more opportunities for Leon or the Jackal. Fair enough to the champion, though. If he does lose the title, of course he should be entitled to an automatic rematch.
That's where Fortune's clever. He put that in there.
Fortune's a very clever man.
Very clever man, and he's a businessman. So very clever indeed. So, his lawyers were well on me when he cashed in and became world champion.
Well, there we have it. Triple threat match. Zach Leon and the Jackal challenging Felix Fortune for the title. And switching gears now, talking about something a bit more heated and personal, which is the now simmering feud between Alex Webb and Ian Ambrose, which took some twists and turns at Homecoming, with, of course, Webb interfering at the end of Ambrose's match with Aldridge, costing him that match. And after Webb defeated Ken Caden,
Ambrose returned the favour.
Maybe trying to Webb trying to put insult to injury there with Ambrose's submission
the
move.
SHM, yeah.
And he seriously attracted some unwanted attention towards the end of that match. Ambrose, never lost for words, dropped a video on his Facebook page the day after Homecoming. We'll have a look at that. And after that, I conducted an interview with Alex Webb the other day, so we'll have a look at that as well. Let's go for it.
Alex Webb, I told you that you were nothing more than a little bitch. Don't believe me? Go take a look in the mirror and count your bruises. Because Ian Ambrose smacked you around worse than a disrespectful housewife. So do us all a favour. Put your apron on, shut your mouth, and get your bitch ass back in the kitchen before you get seriously hurt. You're lucky that I never made it all the way across the ring with that coast to coast last night. Otherwise this morning, you'd be waking up in Nine Wells Hospital with tubes hanging out your nose. We all make mistakes. Just ask your parents. Now whether you want to do this at Hellbound or whether you want to wait at Hell for Lycra, you're going to realize that you made the biggest mistake of all by hitching your wagon to this goddamn star!
Alex Webb? Alex, hi. Have you... No, please, if you've got... Please, if you've just... It's for the Uprising Web show, just a quick word. And just to get a bit of reaction about your altercation with Ian Ambrose. Yes.
Did you not watch the show? Did you not see what happened to me? I got jumped by Ian Ambrose. I got jumped after I won the main event of Uprising. And on a little side note, let me ask you, did Ian win his match last month? Please, tell me.
He didn't know.
He didn't? No, thank you. He didn't win his match. So he comes out and jumps me. You know what? I actually understand it. I actually understand it. You know what, Ian? I should have expected it. After all the stuff I've done to you. But if your sole intention was to put me in the hospital... Well, and just like everything else you've done, you fell short and you couldn't finish the job. Because I'm still standing here. Now that it's official, now that on the 18th of August, it's going to be me versus you at Hell for Lycra. And spoiler alert, Ian, what's going to happen? I'll take the mic, thanks. What's going to happen, Ian, is I'm going to kick your buck squint teeth down your throat and kick your old ass across that ring, and my hand will be raised high at the end of the night with you staring at the rafters. Because if this past Saturday was the best you got, well, I'm going to make you my bitch at Hell for Lycra.
Well, Webb and Ambrose, they're throwing some serious shade at each other, some pretty personal insults, and you've made that match for Hell for Lycra, but like you say, we still have Hellbound to go before we get there. One can only imagine what's going to happen if these two set sights on each other at Hellbound, Gru.
Well, I'm going to have to tighten security, tighten event staff, just to make sure that they... Because to be honest, there's a lot of money riding on this match. And the fact is that bodes well for me. You know?
How so?
Well, a lot of money riding on this match. A lot of people want to see this match. You know, this match goes ahead smooth. A happy Ted is a happy Gru.
Well, you'd like to think so.
Well, so, but the point is, tighten security and just make sure that they don't kill each other and make sure that they make the Caird Hall, and hopefully we get to see a classic.
Well, indeed, if the brawl after Webb's match with Caden is anything to go by, it's not going to be for the weak at heart.
It'll either be a classic or an ass whipping.
Well, I fear it may be the latter.
SWE Uprising Homecoming. It was going to be the biggest show of the year for SWE. Bigger than Hellbound, bigger than Season's Beatings. Heck, even bigger than Hell for Lycra itself. And instead of celebration, what was it? An absolute riot. We had friendships come to an end. New GWO members revealed. And of course, a match involved Gru, with Gru having it fixed for him to win. Again. But that doesn't bother me that much. What bothers me is the amount of disrespect shown at that last show. Alex Webb trimming Brose's beard. I mean, what the hell was that about, man? Scotty joining GWO. It wasn't so long ago they used to against that sort of stuff. Maki picking on defenceless timekeepers. I mean, the list goes on and on. But in spite of all that, you guys have reminded me on who the hell I am. See, I'm the right Chris James. It wasn't so long ago that I was the guy that was beating respect into people and out of people. Saturday 28th of July, the Adler Complex. The Riot returns. And he returns to Riot for respect.
You seem to be the focus of quite a few people here at the moment. The right Chris James as well.
Oh, actually, I'll take this one. You know, you talk about exactly I'm looking for me. I was looking for the Riot, and well, I showed up on a Monday at training, and I found him, and well, I gave him a match. I gave him something better than a rematch for the Future Division Championship. I gave him something that the whole roster would have probably loved to have.
Okay.
I gave him a match for Hell for Lycra.
Oh.
And I didn't just give him any match for Hell for Lycra. I gave him a match worthy of honour.
Honour?
Honour. I gave him the second guest for Hell for Lycra.
Oh.
Roll the titles. Right, wakey. Anybody seen him? No. Changing room? No. I'm not even knocking. There you are. You're a hard man to get hold of, Chris.
You've got 5 seconds to get out here or you're not making Hellbound.
Oh, look, Chris. Are you still annoyed at what happened?
Look, you owe me my rematch. I want it. I want it next month.
That's why I'm here. That is why I'm here. Okay, why all the hostility? We're pals. We're good pals.
No, we used to be pals, Gru, before you turned on me.
You still left of that too.
Look
I'm
at that.
here to make things up to you.
5 seconds is up, so what do you want?
Right. Well, first of all, the rematch ain't happening. Right? But I have something better. I have something that you're going to love. How long have you been here? Don't even answer that. 6 years. Same as me. Okay? And you've clawed and you fought to get where you are, just like I have. Okay? We've pretty much broken this business the same day. Yeah? So, how about this? Hell for Lycra. 15. The Riot Chris James. 1-on-1. With one of our guests. How does that sound?
Who's the guest?
Well, you're going to love this. Right? Okay? We've got Lanny Poffo coming. It's not Lanny Poffo. But, someone better. You're going to go 1-on-1 with Mr. Boom Boom himself, Colt Cabana. Yeah? Colt Cabana. Boom Boom. Colt Cabana. Boom Boom. Colt Cabana.
But you better tell Colt that you've made the biggest mistake of your life. You've just given me time. And when I go through with Colt, if you make it past Braveheart at Health Lycra, I'm coming for you.
Well, good luck.
Wow. Okay. So
Did you get the clue? Honor. Ring of honor.
yeah. Wow. Okay.
Boom boom. Colt Cabana.
Colt Cabana
Boom,
back
boom.
again for what's this now? Third year, fourth year in a row?
Oh,
Third
so
year?
I mean, Colt Cabana is pretty much part of the SW furniture. Okay, here's the thing: Colt Cabana versus Martin Stallion, Colt Cabana versus Glenn Dunbar, Colt Cabana versus the Jackal last year. It was unfortunately it was Hellbound because the dates didn't coincide
course,
for
that's
Colt
right.
with Hell for Lycra, but he was part of Hellbound last year and he went up against the Jackal. So Colt has taken on the who's who in Scottish professional wrestling. So the Riot is now at a level where he really will need to push himself.
He certainly will. So that's two guests so far announced for Lycra. Colt Cabana and of course the genius Lanny Poffo. More to come.
Of course, more to come. This Saturday, Hellbound, we will announce the third and final guest. And I can tell you, it will be very impactful.
Wow. Well, that's food for thought, certainly. Anyway, switching gears. What are we talking about now? Let's see. Ken Caden,
Oh,
who is
do we have to?
yes.
Oh.
His voice must be heard, just like everyone else's, just like yours. Ken Caden, who of course is bitterly disappointed with his friend JD Wild. Oh, will you stop? Ken, who released this video on his Facebook page on Tuesday. Let's take a look.
After a week of unanswered calls and unread messages, this is my final attempt at trying to get through to you, JD. And the only thing I've left to say to you is that I'm disappointed. When we came through training together, we both shared the same goal. And although we took different paths to get there, we were both driven to become the best pro wrestlers in Scotland. In the last week, however, I've realised that you no longer have that goal. Because instead, you would rather ride the coattails of a man whose every success in this industry has really been the success of everyone else around him. Take the Future Division Championship, for example. You won that on your own merit. Yet you don't get to wear that belt around your waist. And it's not you whose name will appear in any record book. And this Saturday in Ardler, I'll be there driven toward the same goal I have always been driven towards. Now, you can take as much time off as you like, JD, but if you don't want to be here anymore, you might as well just hang up your boots.
Well, Gru, Ken Caden raises quite a lot of valid points. JD Wild, who did win the Future Division title on his own merit, at the time appeared as though he had no choice but to hand over to you, but we've since learned that that's not the case. He willingly handed it over to you, but he, in many people's eyes, is still the rightful Future Division champion. Ken Caden, who probably was looking for a shot at that title, he's not going to get that anytime soon by the looks of it, because like you're going to defend that title. A retort? Would you like to reply to that?
Retort. Well, I am the official spokesperson for Mr. Wild. Okay, so Ken, instead of doing like your little promos online, why don't you just come and find me, and I can gladly help you out with anything you would like to know about JD. Now, here's something you might want to know about JD. JD is on holiday, okay, a well-deserved long holiday. And he has told me to tell you simply this, that he will deal with you, he will reply to you when he's good and ready.
I don't really know what to say to that, to be honest. I thought better of JD Wild. I thought he would have had...
And in fact, you know what? The whole thing about you being disappointed. Well, here's the thing, okay? You went off to Australia and you expected when you came back that everybody would roll out the red carpet, you and GD would go for beers, you and GD would pick up where you left off, and everything would be a bed of roses and everything would be the same as you left it. Unfortunately, when you left, there was a change in management. Unfortunately, when you left, I had different plans, different ideas. Now, you could be disappointed all you want, but JD wants to be a success. JD wants to be the biggest name that Scotland has ever seen. Now, there's only one way to do that, and it's not by being friends. It's not by being, oh, let's break into the business together. Let's have a match at every anniversary. No, that's not how it's done. There's two ways in this business. Two reasons why you're in this business. One, to make money. The other, to be a success. And that's what JD is. He's making money and he's being a success. Unfortunately, you got left. Unfortunately, I think you're a little bit jealous. But here's the thing. JD and I, we're like that. We're brothers. We're practically family. Now, you seem to have an issue with that. That's fine. But I promise you one thing, Ken. Okay? I promise you one thing. If you're ever in my company, if you're ever surrounded by the rest of the GWO, they will not harm you, they will not touch you, because per request of JD, no one touches you unless he says so. So, you're protected just now. But just try and watch what you say next time. Next time you say my name, put a little bit of respect on it.
Well, I mean, speaking of respect, I think that's probably the root of Ken Caden's gripe with JD. I mean, like you say, even some of the biggest legends in this business have said you can either make money or make friends in this business. JD's obviously choosing to make money. However, I think there was an expectation of respect from Ken Caden by JD Wild, and he's clearly not getting that. He's put on a facade that they were friends, and you know, it's just...
Please, look, the fans in Ken Caden wanted this match because it was 2 years in the making. 2 years since they broke into the business. 2 years when they came through the SWE curtain. Big deal. Baloney. Who cares? Who gives a damn? 6 years in October. Okay? It's my anniversary. It's 6 years of when I came in here. Do you see me want to have reunions and things with people? No. I couldn't care less of the day I broke in. I could care less who my friends were. Okay? Right? Here's the thing. It's the wrestling business. It's the way things are. But like I say, Ken, you'll be hearing from JD quite soon. Don't worry.
Well, with that said, I think it's time to go home. Well, let's talk about Hell for Lycra first, which is Saturday the 18th of August at the Caird Hall in Dundee. The tickets are on sale, of course, right now. They are selling fast, though. I believe the stage seating is sold out already, and a lot of the ringside seats on the floor are going as well. So don't be disappointed and get to the ticket office and get your tickets now, which the ticket office is, of course, in the City Square, just outside the Caird Hall, or you can buy online at www.dundeebox.co.uk as well, with, of course, 3 matches announced now?
3 now.
Gru versus Braveheart in the I Quit Loser Leaves Town match. Everything's on the line. General manager,
the general managership, and the
whole
loser,
9 yards.
losing my sleeves. So if you're a Braveheart fan, you might want to bring tissues. You might want to bring camcorder. Well, you'll have your phones anyway, but those that are on the gyro might want to bring whatever you can, because the fact is, you're only going to see Braveheart one last time, and I want you to have something so when he waves back at you on the stage.
Or indeed, you might want to come prepared with streamers and party poppers, and enough said. Also, we've got the Riot Chris James taking on Colt Cabana. That's a massive announcement you just dropped on us, Screw.
ROH, WWE, briefly.
Scotty Goldman.
Yeah, I mean, he got a win over Glenn Dunbar a few years ago. Stallion got a win over him. So, his win-losses are there. So, Chris has got a good chance.
Mm-hmm. And, of course, the big grudge match between Ian Ambrose and Alex Webb also been announced. Should we expect more match announcements either at Hellbound or indeed the weeks leading up to
Hellbound? More announcements next week. There'll obviously be more announcements coming out, and just that, we're nearly there. It's crunch time, so there you go.
And of course, Hellbound this Saturday. SWE Uprising presents Hellbound at the Ardler Complex in Dundee. Tickets are on sale now. Just contact the SW Facebook page for tickets and information. Tickets, of course, £12 ringside, 4 for £40, or general seating is £10 for adults, £8 for kids, or 4 for £30. Probably going to be another packed house in the Ardler Complex again this month, Crew.
Well, I'm there, so of course it will be.
Yeah. So put yourself over. Don't give anyone else credit, eh?
Yeah, well. But here's the thing. Again, there's something there for everybody. I know there's a lot of MMA guys, Kansan guys going, to see this. There's a lot of people going to see the big title match to see if Zach Leon could become the heavyweight champion, or is it going to be the man who has gave his blood, sweat and tears for 15 years, the only man to hold the Future Division 4 times. Can he
actually the only man to hold the Future Division title 3 times? Broke his own record. Definitely the most successful guy to have never held the SWE title is the champ.
Or will the champ do what he's been doing and retain? In this humble broadcaster's opinion, I believe that Felix has this. You're going with Felix? Yes. I'm actually going with the Jackal. Well, Felix has been the champ since November, and he's overcame every obstacle that's been put in front of him, and I believe that he will overcome this one as well. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Indeed. Well, that's been the web show live. I am tripping all over my words, but I don't care. We're live, pal. But thanks for joining us. This has been a bit of an experiment. We'll wait and see the feedback in the next coming days. Maybe we'll do another live one. Who knows? But for now, I'm John Young. He's the Groot. We'll see you next week. We'll see you on Saturday, actually. Well, that's true. But after Saturday, we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us.
Ken Caden, Globetrotter, the big jet-setting superstar. For a man that's been everywhere, no really got a lot of titles to your name. sold out. Mate, every show I go to is sold out. Should retire. You see, that sort of statement makes me want to come to Hellbound and retire you. But I'm on holiday, so why should I?
I mean, sell out? Come on, I paid for this myself. And I didn't just hand them a title, I sold them a title. You think I done it for free? Come on now, you should care me better than that. Bravo! Gracias. Here you go.
I mean, there's only one thing left for me to accomplish in SWE. And you're looking at Mr. Money in the Bank, baby. So, maybe I will be at Hellbound. Maybe I won't. But I'll catch you on the flip side. K-Dog.